Are live. There we go. It's not gonna pop up yet.
No, I was typing something in.
Oh, typing something, and here we go. Typing numbers, letters. I don't know what you're doing over there, but it's not show related, and it's time. It is showtime. It is the first third of the week. It's Monday. It's 2 o'clock, the day after after Thanksgiving, after Easter. It's very hard to be a Monday after Thanksgiving if you want to be the exact day afterwards, since it's on a Thursday.
That's weird.
It's very weird.
Oh, you know why you should do this on Facebook? It's easier to share.
Oh, that was dumb. Look at this. See, your plan just fell apart from the top to bottom. Nonetheless, how's everybody doing? Timothy, how you doing?
Let people know how the weekend went, and then I'm going to share.
It was good. It was a good weekend. I hope everyone else also had a good weekend. Byron, how you doing? Good to see you. Let's see. What's the report first? First, we're going to start with some of these comments too. Leo, good afternoon to you as well. Hope you're doing well today. Plenty to share. Let me go off to the top real quick. Even before I start, I'm going to do the a little bit of announcements. This Friday is a 4 p.m. show as well. We are having the creator of the Iconic Smokers, Mr. Jerome Berry, a good friend of ours. Really glad to talk to him, especially since we're going to see him in a couple months over in Las Vegas for PCA. Brian, how you doing? May 3rd starts the 50 days till summer weight loss contest. If you want to jump on that, 5 cigars get you that buy-in. Winner takes all of them. Whoever loses the most weight, percentage-wise, keep that in mind. I think someone asked me that earlier. Whoever loses the most percentage of body weight, doesn't have to be the highest number. So if you're, a smaller guy trying to lose a couple pounds, but it still counts, it's still towards your percentage, still win. And there's a second way to win. I'm going to create a bonus prize for whoever has the most impressive before and after picture. So you don't have to do this one. You just have to show, obviously, number start to finish day. We like to do a weekly weigh-in. We did last time, but that's not necessary either, guys. Just the first and last is the only thing that's necessary. But if you'd like to enter the bonus chance to win, you're going to have to post at least one picture in the beginning, one picture at the end, and see who has the most dramatic or most impressive change from beginning to end. I actually have some surprise judges for that. It's not going to be us. Don't worry. I wouldn't feel comfortable judging anybody just because I'm trying to fix myself, first of all, So we're going to have some other people, non-biased people, hop into that. Eduardo, how you doing, brother? Brian spoke on All Saints. Francis 5x54, excuse me. Torpedo called the Meteor in Maduro. Then had the La Aurora Hora de Age 2017. Finished with the Mi Querida. Oh my goodness. Mi Querida Black JR 50th. Oh my gosh. Dang, that is a solid lineup right there for Sunday. I actually didn't smoke that many cigars. I smoked some Pariah. That's what I stuck with, and I'm not sad about that at all. Pretty much just relaxed.
Seems like you are for some odd reason.
No. I was relaxing. I enjoyed my day. I had my drink, as you all saw. Richard, how you doing? I had some dessert finally, which was awesome. Had some cookies, homemade cookies. Wonderful. I gotta enjoy that before, obviously before next month when we start the other stuff. As the description of this video said, we are smoking some generously donated cigars from Cigars Mas Finos, and this is the first of 3 that we'll be trying this week. It's kind of a feature week, which is nice. It's very uniform, so you guys know exactly what's coming. Hey, Tom, how you doing? And this is their Connecticut, yes?
It is, yeah. It is a cutter, yeah. It is the first that we're going to be trying. They have the Connecticut, they have the Sun-Grown, and the Maduro. This one looks to be like a Corona size, I think. It's not quite as thick as a Toro would be.
You guys look at that.
Not as tall as a Churchill would be.
Definitely not Churchill. I'm thinking that is a Toro.
So if Mike's watching, he can definitely let us know what size this is exactly. We did also get a Torpedo for the Maduro and a Robusto for the Sun-Grown, which I think we'll finish the Sun-Grown off on Friday.
That's a good one of the week. I like that.
It has a toothy wrapper. Nice wrapper. Not very oily, but definitely a nice wrapper to look at. And again, it is somewhat toothy. You can actually feel the bit of grit on it. Not that there's grit on it, but you know what I mean from the leaf.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely get that.
The band is a basic black and gold band. Looks very nice. It's got the Cigars Mas Finos logo on it. striking band, really. I'm a big fan of black and gold. It's my high school color, so I'm loving the black and gold. It's one of my favorite color combinations. Uh, besides like brushed bronze and black, I really like that too. For some other, I don't know. I just like different colors, I guess.
No, it's a good combo.
But yeah, it looks interesting. Can't wait to give it a try.
Couple comments here. Brian, 420 is this week his favorite holiday, and I believe you're doing your taster on 420 if I remember correctly. Let me know if I'm right in the comments. Richard grabbed a couple sticks while out on a mission. My last random drug test was last 421. I wonder why. Weird day for that, huh? What are you smoking today? Again, Stephen, for those just hopping on, this is Cigars Mas Finos' private blends. This is their Connecticut. And we'll also have their Maduro and Sun-Grown coming up this week. So a little bit of a variety, which I'm always a fan of.
Mm-hmm.
Got a group of 20 doing a blind herf, but instead of taking off the bands, I added the cover band. Oh, yeah, let's talk about that. Yeah, so you can reveal the band to yourself at the end of it.
Right.
I like that more than no band at all, just because I like the reveal. All right. Sometimes you want to open up a present, and that's a pretty cool way to do it. Have you heard of the Sweet Spot grip? I won one, and I got it here today, and it holds a cigar up to 60 ringgit. You know, I have not.
Doesn't sound familiar to me either.
Send us a picture if you can, Leo, when you get it in, because I think you said you won it. Oh, no, got here today. You won it and got here today. Yeah, send us a picture. Does it hold up to a 60 ringgit cigar? Interesting.
I did want to show this off again. This is the cigar ashtray that was sent to us from the man himself. Leon, I believe is his name, right?
Yes.
So he makes these. You can get a different number of cigar holder options. You want to do 1, you want to do 10. You can get different sizes, different shapes, different colors. You can have the logo put on. I think there's only one metal option. I think it's just the aluminum.
Yes, there are aluminum, but the color option changes, the shapes, the amount of cigar holders. I guess cigar holders, cigar indentions, whatever you want to call it. That all changes. And obviously you can tell well crafted, well built.
Yeah.
I haven't dropped it, thank goodness, yet, but I don't think you would have to worry about that anyway.
Right.
But I don't want to dent it up. I want it to keep looking as nice as it does.
So this one has the logo on it with Miguel's name right there at the bottom. Mine has my name at the bottom. And not only does it carry the color of the logo onto the holders, it also carries it onto the sides. So it's a really nice attention to detail right there. So if you guys want to get a hold of one of these, just go to the cigarashtray.com and you guys can start mocking one up and getting some prices on that. You know, they're a great way to give gifts, or if you have your own private lounge, get your own lounge logo on an ashtray. I think that's really cool. So again, thank you to Leon for these. He gave us a couple of these, so that's really, really cool.
Yeah. And we also have the chance to sell these ourselves, nameless, of course. You don't have to have Miguel or Frankie on there. I'll see if we can't get accustomed to you, Bakersfield gentleman, Leo, or Lauren for that matter, because she is doing a self-shoot of 420. She could probably use an ashtray for that. If you guys want to check out some cool content and a gorgeous lady who's cigar friendly and 420 friendly, so Brian might be up your alley. Lauren stuff is always awesome. But if you'd like to get a hold of one of these, we can get one for you. Just let us know, and we can get that order going. I'm a big fan of it. Again, very well built.
Very well built.
And I like this this texture top that he put to it, because you can also set a cigar down here if need be.
Yeah.
And it's not going to automatically start rolling on you.
No, it's got a little bit of grip to it.
Just a little bit. Just enough to get a base, all right? And thank you, Leo. Appreciate that. Please send that over our way. So far, very much Connecticut. I'm getting a little bit of hay to it. Not crazy amounts. A little bit of like white pepper spice. Very faint spice. Not too crazy. A little bit of woodiness. I guess more like a cedar wood.
Yeah, definitely that cedar wood for me is a dominant note. I was going to wait to see if you got there. But obviously you did. So your palate is getting much better, Miguel. Very well done. Definitely the cedar note for me is the most dominant note, followed up by that white pepper spice and the grassy note on the back end. So it's a nice blend so far. And definitely a Connecticut. You definitely taste that it is a Connecticut wrapper to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not a lot of heft, not a lot of strength to this thing, but definitely enough body to keep you interested. It's not so light that you're not going to be enjoying the cigar so far. So definitely have to get back into this one a bit more. Just barely getting into it, guys, right now. So let's keep going into this cigar before we give it a final judgment.
100%, 100%. Leo, I'll check that out in just a second because I can, now that I got the laptop back, I can actually look at it. So thank you. Richard picked up a Mi Querida, Ancho Largo, and Diamond Crown Julius Caesar.
Great
Big
cigars.
fan of both. Mi Querida, the size that you're mentioning right there, it escapes me right now just because there's quite a few of them and people love to give them different names. I think I mention this all the time. CAO America has the Landmark, the Monument, and the something else for their sizes. So it throws me off sometimes.
Again, I will revert back to my earlier statements from earlier shows. That is the one thing the Cubans did right when it comes to cigars. It is a size 1, 2, 3 through I think 9, and the sizes are all the same.
Uniform.
Yeah, they're all uniform. A Robusto is always going to be a Robusto. It's always going to be this size. Churchill's always going to be that size. It's going to correlate with the same number.
There's no short Churchill.
Yeah,
or
none of that nonsense. There's no
double Robusto.
Yeah.
Toro. I'm okay with different sizes. Free market, the best, obviously. But sometimes it gets me lost. I get lost in the translation. But I do love the Mi Querida, either the Tricky Traca or the Blue Band, the Blue Band is the original.
Correct.
So either one you're having is going to be really great stuff. I believe.
I will play devil's advocate. I will say I prefer the Julius Caesar. Don't get me wrong. I love a lot of stuff that Steve Saka does. I think he's a great master blender. I think he knows his stuff. But that Julius Caesar from Diamond Crown, for me, was one of the first high-end cigars that I ever purchased. Now, of course, it's not super high-end. It's like mid-tier, creeping up more into the high-end stuff, but I think it's an absolute fantastic cigar. Anytime people say, hey, I want to spend a couple more bucks today, what cigar do you think I should get? That was always a cigar I would recommend. That and the Balmoral. But since Balmoral is no longer distributed here in the United States, I go Julius Caesar.
Very, very sad.
Yeah, very sad. If you guys get your hands on any Balmorals that you guys find, pick them up, no matter which one they are. Even if it's the Connecticut, the Paso Doble, pick them up. They're fantastic cigars. The Anejo XO is probably one of my favorites. So if you guys get a hold of any of those, you got extras, let me know. But yeah, Balmoral is an absolutely fantastic one.
Oh, no, wonderful stuff. Absolutely. Okay, I'm looking at it now. And Leo, no, I haven't seen this before. So is it like a nub tool or just to hold the cigar the entire time you smoke? It looks interesting, but I'm trying to think of the main purpose here of what to use the sweet spot grip for. Looks very interesting, though.
To get the sweet spot.
That's what it looks like. That's what it sounds like. You got, what do you call it? Leo or Steven would like one. A Lancero nub cigar. Exactly. Because stuff like that, just random lining it up. It's so confusing.
Yeah.
Then again, once you invent a whole new size, like if you go with the Flying Pig or the Scalas, or once it gets so big that it doesn't have a size anymore, the 9x90s and those other things, yeah, you got to kind of think of something to call it. I get that. The short Magnum, that was the Cedar Room Select size. I get it, a little different. But other than that, let's get some more uniformity in there, just a little bit. I still have that Julius Caesar N2 Brute. I won when I first
N2 Brute
at two. That's awesome. I'm glad you still have it. Save it for a good time. It's gonna be worth it.
Yeah, it's just a fantastic cigar, guys. I mean, some people out there, they don't really like it, but I think it's absolutely fantastic. So again, it's gonna have to fit your flavor profile to justify spending the money on it. But I think it's a great cigar.
Oh, definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. That's the cigar I usually get first when we go to Casa Fuente.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's just the first one that I gravitate towards. Then usually one of the house blends because those are friggin' phenomenal. And speaking of which, that's what we were smoking today as far as the Cigars Mas Finos, Connecticut. It is their cigar with their branding on it. That's, again, that black and white with some nice accents to it. Not crazy
black and
looking.
Gold?
Or black and gold, sorry. Black and gold with accents to it. Not overstated, but I actually very much enjoy the look of it. Yeah, it's very clean. I appreciate that.
I will have to say the retrohale is very light. It's got some dry fruit notes to it. No burn really on the retrohale, and the flavors are still persistent as far as the cedar, the grass that we were getting with the white pepper spice. Ash is pretty nice, bright white. Burn line's a bit off, but I think mine's a little maybe over humidified. It's a little squishy,
I have a little bit off burn as
but
well. Yeah.
smoke output is still fine. Draws a little tight, not a big issue. But I mean, I'm really liking that ash, nice and white.
Cool. And this is what we're talking about right here, Eduardo. It is the cigar ashtray that we've been showing off, just because it is awesome. We want to show some love to Leon and the company because they did a wonderful job. Again, solid aluminum, 3D printed, custom with the logo and the name. I think that was really awesome.
Yeah,
Color
I would have been
matches.
happy with just the logo, and he went and put the name on too. That was cool.
That was really cool. Robert, we do have a couple of logo things we need to take care of. Eduardo, this was, I'll have to ask Leon to make sure, but I think it's 55. And then I'll make sure that includes your name if you want to have your name on it, or if you just want to have it with the logo.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it is a very heavy, solid piece of metal.
He has the logo on file, correct? So if you wanted to, you could simply go over to the cigar ashtray, find the size and the shape that you like, and you can even pick a different color than the maroon. If you want it in black and white, you can.
Yeah, switch it up. Or if you don't want a 2-holder, you want a 1 or
the size, the shape.
Bigger, yeah.
So if you want one that's bigger, or if you want just a single one, you can go on there to the website, tell them, hey, this is the one that I want. This is the color that I want. I want the Bakersfield Gentleman logo. He'll be more than happy to do that for you because he still should have it on file.
Yeah,
if he doesn't, we can send it.
And Frankie had something designed too. I don't know if we're going to switch that over. We have to make it a little more simplified in order to put it on something like this, but I think that would be really cool too. What's this again? The cigar ashtray. Make sure I'm right on that. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I knew. Yes. The cigar ashtray. Jeff, how you doing? We're just talking about the 50 days till summer weight loss challenge. Again, starts May 3rd, which couldn't work out better for me because my birthday is May 2nd, so I could still eat like a pig on my birthday, and I should finish the cake before the next day. That's it. So eat an entire cake. No big deal. Again, guys, this is a 5 cigar entry for that. Winner takes all, and there will be a bonus prize for whoever has the most impressive before and after picture. It's being done by percentage, as we did last time. So if you are a smaller guy and you're just trying to lose a couple pounds, you are still in the races. This is by percentage, so it totally works still. And we will have other judges, special judges coming in, surprise judges for the before and after pictures. So again, I'm going to enter. I don't know if I've talked this guy into it yet, if I've shamed him into it enough.
If I can't win, what's the point?
I thought you wanted bragging rights.
I want to win your cigars.
You wouldn't win my cigars anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Daniel, how you doing? Is it going to be 1 month or 2?
50 days.
It's going to be 50 days. That's why it's called 50 days of
50 days till
50 days till summer.
Yeah.
So
it's literally the first day of summer is the end of the contest. So it's basically a good way to kind of get ready for that beach weather, to get that tuxedo on. You know, you want a couple extra drinks while you're on the beach. You're already looking good. Who cares? Go ahead, have that. Have a friggin' entire pineapple and coconut while you're sitting out there. You already did the work. You deserve it. So it's just a good way to start a new season. And truth be told, I got some big plans for us for summer, and I want you all included in that. And part of it is, yes, we're going to be giving away rubber tuxedos with the logo on it. And I want everyone to wear one, take some selfies with. No, I'm just kidding. That's not the thing. But let me get the rest of these comments in there. Daniel, how you doing? There was another. I think I got everything. I think I want to make sure I go over all the rules. I think I got everything. 5 entry. Whoever wins gets all of them. Bonus prize for the other. Okay, perfect. Again, the only thing you really have to do in order to enter is have the 5 cigars in and take the initial weigh-in and then the final weigh-in. Obviously, we like to do the progression once a week. I think we're going to do the group again. We did it last time, and it was very helpful. But it's up to you guys. You want to be a part of that. That's not a mandatory thing.
Oh, my God, sorry. I don't know where that came from. Damn, that was crazy.
Hey, Lewis, how you doing? Now, this is smoking pretty dang well now. The burn has corrected itself. Haven't had to do anything there.
Correct. Yeah, mine too.
We both used the V-cut, and it's working very well for me. Again, like you said, it's a little spongy. Not really affecting it, though.
I will say
Totally
the
fine.
spice on mine has picked up on the back end of the draw, and I feel it at the back of my throat.
A little bit.
Yeah, so
bit.
it is sticking around.
Okay, let me see.
That's just me in my opinion.
Leo, I'm trying to see those. I'll have to look at those later because my mouse is on being ridiculous. Tim, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hey, how you been? How you been, Tim?
Were you supposed to be in a unicorn floaty for last year or for something? We still need you. Actually, I had a different floaty in mind, but if you guys rather have the unicorn one, I could probably get that instead. But I did have a floaty in mind for summer. I guess my is gonna be a surprise, so I'm not gonna reveal it just yet. But if we have to go unicorn, I'm amenable to that. Hey, Steve, how you doing? How's it going? Oh my goodness, getting the whole crew in here. I'm glad to see it. Which reminds me again, just to give everyone a little more, another fair warning. This Friday is a 4:00 show.
Correct.
4:00, we will have the iconic smokers creator himself, Jerome Berry, on, good buddy of ours. Gonna answer some of your questions and just smoke and have a good time.
Yeah, great guy. A lot of fun to talk to. It's always a pleasure to see him over at PCA or TPE whenever we get the chance to. Always busy, that guy. Always doing something.
True.
I think he left PCA early last year because he was flying out to do a shoot something.
He had more work to do.
Busy guy. So we're gonna take all the time we can with him. So if you guys have any questions you want to ask him, make sure you guys message us and get those questions in, and make sure you guys tune in at 4 this Friday. Of course, it's 4 our time, so make sure you adjust accordingly to wherever you're at.
Truly, yes, it helps us out a lot. I think the 4:00 pretty good. I don't think I want to switch it all the way to 4:00 yet. So this is again a special occasion kind of situation. Oh yes, completely forgot, Steve. Yes, thank you. There's a giveaway for the best question, the signed print. So if you guys want in on that as well, ask your questions. It pays to ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you don't ask questions, what are you never gonna get?
Answers.
So there you go. Learned that from Frasier. Sometimes TV helps too. Getting close to April birthdays also. Yep.
Yes.
Getting very close. We have 2 more weeks before the end of the 2 more Fridays.
It'll be a week from Friday.
So yeah, 2 more Fridays before the end of it. But that means the Wednesday before that, get your pictures in for the best ash contest. Again, find that over at Cigars, Whiskey, and Beautiful Women. It is in the announcement under a picture of the gorgeous Ashley smoking a cigar. Kind of works. The best ash contest. You don't have to have the longest ash. It has to be the coolest picture, and the cigar has to be lit.
Yes.
So it can't just be a cigar sitting there. I want to see some ash in there, at least some ash.
Mm-hmm.
If you can get the smoke going too, that's a huge plus. It's a better chance you're going to win that way. But I will say, I guess it's not mandatory to have smoke in it.
No, but it is nice to see.
It is a bonus, and it does get you closer to being a winner. And there's some stiff competition this time. This is a friggin' amazing picture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's some really good ones across the board right now.
And you guys can enter as many pictures as you like. You just have to have them all in before the last Wednesday show of the month by noon. Because we're going to start trimming down the pictures that we like the best, and then we're going to put those against each other on Friday. So you guys got to make sure you guys follow all the rules on there, you guys.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty standard. Just get them in by then. You have a whole month to take pictures. If there's one that you want to reuse, you always do that as well, as long as it hasn't won before. Same picture, can't win. We do our best to at least switch them up. And you guys put out so many cool stuff. It's very easy to do so.
Now, we will be talking about Killing It on Wednesday. So if you guys have not yet watched it, you guys go over to Peacock and check out Killing It. It's an absolutely fantastic series. It's got 10 episodes in the first season. They're all out right now. It is hilarious. You guys definitely going to want to check it out because that's what we're going to be talking about on Wednesday. So there are going to be some spoilers if you don't already have seen it, or if you haven't already had seen it. So if you guys want to tune in for that and you guys don't mind spoilers, please do so. If you guys want to watch it beforehand, also please do so.
I would definitely watch it ASAP.
Yeah, it was fantastic. We saw the pilot a couple weeks back. Could not wait for it to start up. Finally, it came out on the 14th and is absolutely hilarious. The Mayans also starts this week on 4/20, so can't wait to get into that. The end of last season, the Mayans headquarters was getting bombarded by the other faction of the Mayans. So
every other faction of the Mayans.
Yeah, so I have to see how that all plays out.
What is the deal? There's 8 of them in their club?
Yeah.
And the other one's got 60?
It's 5 other.
They still managed to come out on top. That's one of those situations that I didn't care about with
Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy. No matter what they were up against, like, oh, they outsmarted everyone. Oh, this guy's ex-special forces, and he's got millions of dollars in mercenaries. These bikers did it again. I'm like,
they're so crafty.
Apparently they're very crafty.
My guess is a different motorcycle club is going to come in and help them.
Like the Sons or something.
Yeah, the Sons or Sons. That's really the only way it's going to work out for them because they're getting attacked by the rest of the different factions. That or the cartel.
Alvarez steps in.
The cartel is going to come in and help them out because the cartel they're tied to the drugs, and the other factions want to go with a different cartel. So that could also be a way that they get out of it. So we'll have to wait and see Wednesday.
Very excited for that. Actually,
what happens? I think it should start out really quick and fast with some action. So cannot wait to see that.
Enjoy the hell out of that. I do want, but I don't want to talk about it. But I want to talk about it so bad. Killing it is just
wait till Wednesday.
A dark horse. I will say this: it's not about killing snakes. If you've seen the trailers, it's really easy to find that part out. I think the entire thing's about the American dream.
It's a metaphor, really, for life. And
I was being serious. I'm not just saying you're joking right now, but I think it really is
about killing snakes.
It's a really good metaphor for the American dream. Bring yourself up by your own bootstraps. I've seen the trailer, and it looks like Sons of Anarchy is on this one. Yeah.
They're in quite a few episodes of the Mayans throughout the last couple seasons, so it wouldn't surprise me if they're in again on this one. It's the San Bernardino club is the closest one to them, so they do a lot of work together. Chibs is still in charge, and they still have that backstory on the dead Son of Anarchy guy, little puppet.
Oh, yeah. So, I forgot his name in Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
he got murdered, and then it kind of just like went away.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure that will resurface. So a lot of different little storylines here. They're gonna have to come together in this season.
They had that issue with Happy too. I forgot about that. About the mom. Oh yeah. Damn. Cool. That was a sad face on it. That wasn't a happy one. I actually liked that plot line too, where he has all the tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, the Plasencia Kosha 149 is fired. It lasted over 2 hours.
That's a fantastic cigar. I'm a big fan of Plasencia. It's a little bit out of my price range here in California for like an everyday smoke.
They are.
But that Alma Fuerte, the Alma Fuego, they're absolutely fantastic.
The Hex is cool.
Yeah, they're fantastic cigars. I am a big fan of Plasencia and all the stuff that they are doing.
Over 2 hours. A Honduran Puro. I don't think I've had that, so I'm going to have that. That sounds excellent.
I have had it. It's really good.
Does it come? Doesn't come in a coffin, does it?
No, we got. No. I think I got mine through Luxury Cigar Club one box 1 month. So yeah, absolutely fantastic.
Excellent call. Now I'm about into the second, third right now.
As am I.
And the spice really hasn't picked up for me at all. Not getting a whole lot of spice. Definitely those cedar notes and a little bit of hay. Very mellow, as I was expecting. Nothing crazy. Something that would go good with a coffee. Start the day off right.
That's the perfect point right there. This is definitely a cigar you're gonna have first thing in the morning, or the first cigar of the day. This is not something you're probably gonna want to have after you've had one or two because you're not really gonna taste it. It doesn't really have a whole lot of flavors that are out there in your face. But I think again that's not a negative for this one. That's part of the charm of the cigar. It's a nice, mellow, light-bodied cigar that you would enjoy the first cigar of the day. Or for those people that are new to cigars or people that only have one or two a month or something, this would be a cigar that'd be an option for them.
Easily could see that. It's almost like a session beer. You could have a couple of these in a row, and it's not going to hurt your palate. And you're just going to, if you enjoy these flavors, you're very much going to enjoy it. Again, that's one of those main issues is, even if it's one of our favorite cigars, if it's not flavors in your wheelhouse, you don't have to worry about it. It's just not for you.
Retrohale still not a whole lot of spice on it. Still a bit of that dried fruit, almost like a cherry fruit roll-up.
Come on, really?
Yeah, because it's that leather, fruit leather, and I don't say fruit leather because we were raised on roll-ups, not fruit leathers. But that's what the dried cherry.
I had fruit leather, those flat things in the grocery near the fresh fruit section. Those were delicious. We didn't get a lot of those, though.
I grew up on fruit roll-ups. So to me, it's more like a dried cherry fruit roll-up.
I'm gonna say right now, I'm not gonna subscribe to any of those crazy flavors. I'm just gonna stick with on.
It's not that it's a crazy flavor; it's just a dried cherry flavor you get from it.
No, I'm still not with you on that. I'm ignoring you soundly on that one.
You don't have to be with me on that. Just know that that's what it is.
Well, you and what's his name from what the heck does he write for?
Should I smoke this?
No, not should I smoke this. Gosh dang it. Not international. Not Dojo. Is it Dojo? I don't know. Guy with longer hair.
Half Wheel?
Half Wheel, yeah. With all the crazy notes, like, oh, this is Jack in the Box barbecue sauce with a little bit of movie flavored popcorn, but only if you go to the one that's expensive, not the aftermarket movie theater popcorn. It's like I don't subscribe to that kind of stuff. That's just it's too out there. Let's stick with the flavor wheel, something everybody can actually pick out a little easier.
Well, dried fruit is on the flavor wheel. I'm just making it more specific which dried fruit. It could be raisin, it could be apricot, it could be cherries.
It's definitely not fruit roll-up. Fruit roll-up is not on the flavor wheel.
That's the same. I'm trying to make it more relatable. That's what, a good person would do to somebody is make it more relatable, something they may have had.
Well, then why don't you relate it to the fruit leathers? Because I love fruit leathers.
You may love it, but that's not something that I know, so I can't recommend that.
That is fair. Yeah. That is a good point.
So like I could being an ass. I could move on.
I could say like, you should really like.
Toke, how you doing?
Hey, brother, how you doing? Could really say like, I really love In-N-Out, but that doesn't mean anything to somebody on the East Coast who's maybe never had it before.
Well, then I'm sorry.
It sucks. That's got to be a tough feeling.
Yeah. Although the one place I do wish we would have gone to was that.
Heck yeah, watch Barry Bones.
Not Gray's Papaya, but the other one, the original one. I think it's like Papaya King or something. I wish we would have gone there when we were in New York.
No, it was Gray's Papaya.
No, Gray's Papaya is not the original. The original is like Papaya King or something. They started off as a juice bar, and then they brought in the hot dogs. I
think I remember you showing me a video on that. Yeah. We have to go back and look that up. Absolutely, by the way. Leo, watch Barry Bones. He's a good guy. Papaya King. So maybe you are.
Yeah, Papaya King. Yeah, that's it. That looks really good. I wish I would have tried it when we were in New York. I'm sure eventually someday I will go back and I will try it.
Yeah, I mean, if there's any lounges hiring, I'd go out there for a full year.
Mm-hmm.
They got at least an employee locked in for that long because you need money to live in New York, apparently.
I hear it's really cheap. I hear to live out there.
Well, if you want to live on a spa bed and eat all you can eat, was it a faux hut kind of place, or was it hot pot?
I think it was a hot pot place.
Yeah. That's another crazy video. The guy Strictly Dumplings. If you ever check that channel out, hilarious dude who does really good food reviews. Did one on a place that does all you can eat hot pot, which is a Asian cook it yourself kind of deal, but all you can eat.
Yep.
And then you get an overnight spot in the spa.
You don't get a room. You get a recliner to sleep in.
It's not a room. It's a recliner in their spa.
But they do give you a place to lock up your stuff. You have access to all the spa amenities, the shower, the spa pool area, the rooftop lounge, the library.
Steam rooms. Yeah, there's all that library media room.
So it looks cool if you don't mind sleeping on a recliner in front of like 40 other dudes because it's a men's side and a women's side.
I used to go to hostels nonstop. There was a really great way to actually.
I can't do that.
Even in LA, I saw stuff that I never thought I would see. I was sleeping 3 buildings away from Roman's Chinese Theater. I mean, you can't get much more Hollywood than that. And it was cheaper than a hotel. I met some stand-up comedians from the East Coast. I met a couple people from Finland. I don't remember their names. They were really cool, though. No, it was quick.
What was the sleeping arrangement there? What was your bed like?
It was, I had my own bunk bed. Like, there's 2 of them because the other guy, or they just didn't rent it out. But across from me was where the comedian was. We were talking about his show, but I had to miss it because I was there for a meet and greet with some filmmakers.
See, now I'll tell you why I can't do that. Because that and the recliner thing, it's open.
And you snore.
And I snore. I mean, I snore bad. I mean, I should probably go see the doctor. But I feel that would be disrespectful to the other people that are there.
You would be surprised.
When I was over at Great Lakes, for Navy boot camp, I felt bad for those guys because I knocked right out.
You thought they were going to get the soap on the sock?
I'm surprised I didn't get it, but I snore loud. So I feel that would be disrespectful, not fair to the other people paying their money for it. That's why I like having my own room, or how they do the capsules in Japan. I think that's a cool idea. That I think I could do.
That's cool too. I think a lot of hostels are going to start doing that kind of a turnkey situation where just keep those clean. But I've been to a lot of really cool ones. And don't worry, they were not cat houses. There was nothing like that, probably. They were co-ed, though. So I'm sure people got weird. That's just what you do when you're traveling, especially on your own. But it was really cool. They had different experiences to do every day. Like they had a hike up to the observatory. They had a beer tasting, like half off at this one place if you wanted to go. Entire week already listed. I think the next 2 weeks.
That's cool.
And I wasn't there that long, so it's like, oh, this is really cool. Maybe next time, but it's always changing. They have a place where you can cook if you have utensils, and they have a full kitchen with stuff to use. Just bring your own food, kind of thing.
Mhm.
And people will leave stuff like, oh, here was biscuits from this place. And
biscuits?
Stuff. Yeah, I got biscuits or something. It was wonderful. Real quick though, Leo, we were talking on his show, and I mentioned that he should do a yard flag for his logo, and did that. And he did that and posted pictures of it. It'd be awesome for your logo. You could use some swag. That's a really cool idea.
Richard, I've never been to the Moonlight Bunny Ranch in Nevada. I think it's like an hour and a half away from Vegas. It's not that close.
I invested in an egg farm in Vegas, outside of Vegas. I thought it was a chicken ranch. I thought it was something else. But yeah, that was
But no, I've never been. I don't know. I've never been.
Nope. Can't say I have. I don't really go much other places in Nevada.
Yeah.
Than straight to Vegas, though. And none of that stuff is outside. It's all outside of Vegas.
Yeah.
That's not what you do there. I don't really go to the strip clubs in Vegas either.
Yeah.
It's like, there's so much to do there that's you do it one and done. You go one time, cool. Then you go explore everything else. Friggin' the forums are huge. You could do that for like 2 days and barely get done. You can go to the Strat and do the rides on the top of the Strat, and that would be a full day experience. And then you need a day break afterwards because you just defied death.
It would be a full day experience only in the fact that you would have to wrestle me for a full day to get me up there.
Oh, snap. What are those on it right here? We need a luchador mask. Which actually reminds me, we didn't talk about it, but we went to midget wrestling. But we didn't bring it up once.
Now, you know what? I do have something to say. Is I was talking to someone, and they're like, oh, what are you doing? And I said, I'm over at midget wrestling.
You got offended?
And then they got offended. How dare you use that word? That's inappropriate. They like to be called little people. I'm like, it's literally called Micromania Midget Wrestling.
They themselves
literally said, if you have a problem with the word midget, get the out.
Yeah.
So
with drinking,
if the people, if you had a problem with the word midget, drinking, the U.S. or its military, get out. Which I thought was awesome.
That was really cool. Yeah, Lauren was there. She was checking it out.
For someone else to be offended by a word
on behalf of somebody else.
Yeah, on behalf of somebody else, when those people themselves are the ones saying use it, is absolutely ridiculous.
Does not make sense to me.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm done with this conversation. I'm out.
The Eduardo, the people who put it on are actually from Bakersfield, which is why they make a stop here quite often.
Oh, and Lauren spoiled it.
They sold shirts.
They did sell shirts, and
it.
we did buy one.
Yeah,
and it's going to be a prize.
It's a giveaway coming up. Yeah, it's a prize. So
you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to make Lauren model the shirt so people can see what it looks like.
Boom.
It's going to be huge on her. But now that she has ruined the surprise.
What if the midgets was a little taller than Lauren?
Yeah.
Lauren is her own micro machine of awesome, all right? She is a 24-hour, nonstop, all balls to the wall awesome person, all right? So
one of the midgets was taller than Lauren.
That's what I just said.
Now she's put it in there too, though.
I just read that.
I will say they did have one that her name was Chica Chicana.
Oh my gosh!
Like from the table, she was about this tall.
Yeah, she was. You could, yeah.
I mean, obviously she wasn't going to wrestle, but
arm length.
Yeah, she was tiny.
Yeah, she could lay down right there, and I could probably hold her because she was so tiny. But they were impressively skilled.
Oh yeah, it was fun to watch.
Daniels, the guy from California, he's pulling off some great moves. They all were doing really good stuff. Like it was a really good wrestling show.
Mm-hmm.
If you're into indie wrestling, you're gonna enjoy that time too. Not as many matches as I thought there would be. No, but you know what? It's a good time.
And at the end of the show, I thought that what they did was really cool too, kind of Georgia the Giant-esque kind of thing, where they have cookie sheets, and you can either hit one of them, or be hit by them for $20, and they've all signed it, and you get to keep it.
That was cool.
So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very entertaining show. They go throughout the crowd doing stuff. I got some video of it.
Beating the hell out of
I
each
did do a
other.
little bit of a live, what was going on also. So if you guys got to see that, I think you guys see how awesome it was.
Yeah.
But I did have a really, really good time. It was only $20.
It was a lot of fun. 1933 is a pretty cool spot. Did they have a cage match? It was, but it was a very small cage. It was not necessarily like they built one. They just kind of went to Petco kind of situation. No, I'm just kidding. There was no cage match. They asked people not to get into the ring because it was not built for regular people. Just kind of funny. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
that was funny.
They don't get the credit they deserve because people ignore it. Midgets are really big in AAA and sometimes are better than other wrestlers. It's true. I mean, when you have skill, it doesn't matter what size you are. Look at Peter Dinklage, all right? That dude's acting career is incredible because he's a good actor. You see some of these other movies that he's been in. There's one, the name escapes right now, but he is in his hometown after a post-apocalyptic world where he's clearing every house. Like he's burying all the families that passed away in their homes. And he's literally going through records, like taking care of everybody when a woman stumbles into his place, like another survivor. And it's just a really good story. I don't call it like a drama, really. It's not really a thriller. I don't know how to classify that, but it's a really great movie. The dude is just skilled. But like you said, Eduardo, the same way they get overlooked in wrestling, in the AAA wrestling scene, get overlooked everywhere.
Yep.
It's annoying.
But that's because they're shorter.
It's just, but skill should translate wherever you're at.
Well, it's where they get overlooked.
Yes, I get what you're saying. I'm ignoring that.
That was a joke that that guy made. So.
He did do that.
So it's okay for us.
Jeez. Anyway, what the heck else? I'm getting into the last third pretty soon, and no big flavor transitions.
No.
The spice definitely ramped up though for me now. I'm now getting more spice, which I'm enjoying. But again, strength is very minimal.
I'm getting a very watered down coffee note now, like super watery coffee. That's the only difference I've gotten.
I will have to keep going for that. I'm not sure. Are you going to WrestleMania next year in LA? It depends. Depends on how life unfolds. There's a lot up in the air. As you guys know, all the craziness has been happening. So I can't make any plans. But if I could, I would absolutely go.
It has not been the best 2020 or the best start of a year for your Bakersfield gentlemen, guys. A lot of stuff going on. It's just not been the best start to the year. But we'll see how the year goes out, and we'll see what 2023 holds. So we'll know then. Definitely one thing I do want to do in 2023 is make Texas Frightmare.
That's kind of a priority over WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, WrestleMania would be awesome, but I'm sure the price for the ticket, I'm better off watching it on Peacock.
Pretty much. I mean, it's $5 a month on Peacock. And if they're just going to keep pushing Roman Reigns, I don't really need to be there. I know it's going to happen.
They said he's supposed to be championed all the way to the next WrestleMania, man. That's irritating.
Why?
I am not a fan of his. You know, even this WrestleMania, he was getting booed, and they're trying to make it sound like everybody loves him.
Nobody.
I'm sorry. There are just so many more people deserving that they've let go. Adam Cole, I think, could have been really good.
I don't think he could have been champion, but he's
definitely
definitely
been champion.
No, he was...
The entire Undisputed Era going into Raw or SmackDown could have been an amazing faction. They could have battled with the New Day. They could have battled with
the Hurt Business.
The Hurt Business. They could have done a lot of great things.
Could have done some stuff with the Bloodline.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a cool faction. I like what they're doing as far as just what it is. Don't think it needs to have every belt. Oh, God.
Now, since it is in LA, Hollywood area, they better have The Miz getting the Intercontinental Championship. Because whether you like him or not, I'm a big fan of his. He needs to become the longest running, most titles for the Intercontinental Champion because he's done so much for that belt. I think it's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, actually, Stone Cold Steve Austin was at this one. That was my favorite part of the last WrestleMania, and he got a lot of hell yeah.
So last thing I wanted to talk about, Mike, was the trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, I just saw that today. Thank you for showing. I didn't even know it was out.
It was a teaser trailer, so it wasn't a full trailer.
Still really good,
but it was awesome. They had good music to it. It showed off a lot of stuff without giving too much away. You saw that obviously Guardians of the Galaxy were going to be in it. You know, Natalie Portman was going to be in it.
That was her, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He has a little training montage in it, which I thought was hilarious. I think it's going to be a great film. It's one of the ones that I'm looking forward to.
Definitely a big thumbs up. Yeah.
And I hope we get more news on it soon. I think we'll get a full trailer with Multiverse of Madness, which comes out next month.
Probably, yeah.
So that's what I'm hoping for, but we'll have to wait and see.
I mean, next month is a huge month for movies. You got Multiverse of Madness and Bob's Burger, the movie. So, kind of going to be one of those months you can't forget.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
But other than that, again, guys, if you want to get in on the weight loss contest, it starts May 3rd. It's a 5-cigar entry, winner takes all. One person is also going to win a bonus prize for the most impressive before and after picture. We'll have some special judges to be announced very soon on that. I'm just making sure they're all up for it still. This Friday, it's a 4 o'clock show, not a 2 o'clock. We're having Mr. Jerome Berry on, the creator of the iconic Smokers. I don't make sure I'm not forgetting anything.
May 14th, you guys, on this very pool table that we are on right now, for you guys that are in the area and you guys want to get in on the Culebras Lounge first annual billiards tournament, 2-cigar buy-in, you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll have drinks, we'll have food, we'll have the guys down here. It'll be a great chance for you guys to not only play some pool with some great guys, but get a feel for the lounge and if maybe it's a good fit for you guys to join. For us, it's been absolutely fantastic, and I think you guys will really enjoy it once you guys get out here and check it out. So if you guys want to get in on that, make sure you guys contact Culebras Lounge on Facebook, or you can let one of us know, and we'll make sure we get you guys entered into the tournament. Again, that is going to be on May 14th. It'll probably – Jeremy, do we have a start time?
6 o'clock.
So you guys, it'll start at 6. We'll probably do maybe like a bracket kind of a thing.
Figure it out.
Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. So if you guys want in on that, make sure you guys get a hold of us before then.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hope to see as many of you who can make it here. And we will see you guys Wednesday. Talk Killing It, talk the Mayans, maybe talk some more Marvel stuff, and obviously some more cigars. Giving this guy a solid, definitely a solid morning cigar.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely could smoke this again. Cigars Mas Finos, we're going to be smoking the Maduro, the Torpedo. Yes, on Wednesday. And then for Friday,
Sun-grown.
that's sun-grown. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. Lauren, I'll get a hold of you after the show for sure. And we'll see you then.
See you guys.